Hello, and welcome to Messages from Above with Toni G. I am Toni G. I'm a psychic, a medium, a channel, and today I am very excited and grateful because I have Jimmy Mack with us, and Jimmy Mack is this incredible healer, conduit of this incredible healing work that has literally changed my life. So I'm really excited to have Jimmy on the show with me tonight. It's such an honor. Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
It's absolutely my pleasure. Trust me on this one. So I want to just say a little bit. Jimmy has a process called the liquid fish. And do you want to explain it, Jimmy? Because I'm sure you can do a better job than I can.
Sure, that's okay. Yeah, I'll blaze through it. I did a lot of different healing modalities and really mastered quite a number of them. And most of them people would know, by heart and have heard of. A lot of different types of modalities, but then I had a near-death experience. And so one of the things Spirit showed me was basically an 8 laying on its side, which is infinity. And Spirit was saying, take off the back left end, and you wind up with a little fish. And it's similar to the Christian fish symbol, but it's more soft, it's very circular, a little bit more rounded, if you will. And so what we end up doing is taking negative, anything earthbound that's a negative weakness from the bottom left, and we jettison that up into the void. And anything positive that we don't have, we go to the top left tail of the fish, if you will, and we go heaven, positive strength, and we bring that in. And a lot of people can muscle test. They get heavy or light. They use a pendulum. They would do standing, applied kinesiology, that sort of thing. And you can actually test and feel these things coming and going, as you well know. And you can actually feel things leaving the body, mind, or spirit. And you can also feel things coming in. And so it's really wild stuff. So we love it. And we actually teach it. We have a mastery course out now and then certified practitioner as well.
Yes, I will be the first one to attest. I literally felt when Jimmy has worked on me, and then also just doing some of it on my own, because Jimmy is really big on teach a man to fish. Don't give a man a fish, teach a man a fish. And I love that statement because the work is called Liquid Fish. Yeah. And he is huge on helping you help yourself. He doesn't make you become dependent on him. But back to what I was saying, the work that he's done on me, and then from learning the process, the work I've done on myself, I literally feel stuff leaving. Now, stuff can be anything from old energy to old events, things that have happened, emotions that should no longer be there. I mean, we just carry the past with us so much, and not because we want to. We all want to let that stuff go. We want to drop it like it's hot, right? But we're not always able to do that. We don't have the tools we need. And I've been to some other healers, and I have to say, most, this was just such a instant, feel it right away, gone for good healing that I'm going to have Jimmy on the show once a month now. Absolutely. To do this with me. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I think you also had a client you happen to work on. You do healing yourself, and you're great at it as well, hypnosis and a lot of different things. But you'd mentioned even a client that had really never had any other results from anything else you've tried, and that she tried.
Yes. Okay. So I do. I have a client, and I've done a number of the different processes that I do on her. And I even another healer had done some healing work on her, and this other healer is pretty well known, and I won't mention their name, but a pretty well known, strong healer. She did not feel a thing at all. I did liquid fish on her, and as soon as we started, she she did the forward, she did the back, and the first thing out of her mouth was, oh, I can feel this. And to me, that was very, very amazing. So this process, even if you haven't had luck with other things in the past, I'm just saying this process works. And I'm so inspired and so grateful for this process. I'm going to become a master liquid fisher. Yes, I know that's not the term. I do. We're going to go to our first client, Rose in Toronto. Hi, Rose. How are you today?
Great. How are you?
Rose, I am amazing. Thank you so much for asking. And today is your lucky day because I will answer a question and Jimmy will do the healing for that question. Aren't you excited? This is a very rare.
I'm so excited.
Excellent. Rose, tell me, what's your question, love?
I just want to know if somebody that's passed is in a better place.
I instantly hear yes, 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 yes. Yes, I hear yes. So I'm gonna say yes, they're in a much better place. I feel like something has lifted from them, like if they were in a state of sadness or depression or something like that, they're just in such a better place. And I do want to tell you, there's really only one place to go. I've had 3 near-death accidents, and I can tell you, I'm not a minister or anything like that. I've had my share of things that I've done that people would consider, they might judge. And you know what?
Right.
I went up. I did. I went to, and if I go to heaven, everybody's going to heaven, okay? So, yeah, if I'm going to heaven, we're all going to heaven. That's all I'm saying on that one. So now, Rose, let me ask you, is there something that you're stuck with, something you would like a little, really quickly, something you would like a little healing on?
Just on the healing part, yes. Like I said, I'll just say right out, my mother just passed 3 months ago, so I just need to get past that.
Okay. Jimmy? Do you wanna, go ahead.
So it comes up for you, Rose, beyond grief. It's sorrow, so it's deeper than that. So if you want to stand up, you want to face due north. It's strong mountain pose and yoga, so you want your feet about a hip width apart, about a foot in between your feet. It's going to feel like somebody's pulling you forward for yes and pushing you backwards for no. So if you're standing up now and you just say, my name is Rose, you'll feel the pull forward.
My name is Rose.
Did you feel the pull forward?
I do. I do feel that.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a radio show, so let us know, love.
Yeah, you're on the phone. We can you, love.
We're really
that's right.
We're not that intuitive. So if you say my name is the fish, it's going to pull you backwards.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You feel the difference?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
awesome.
do.
Yeah. So I don't get that you're past the grief part right now, and it isn't even sadness, but it's deeper than that. So it feels sorrow-filled, if that makes sense. Anytime a loved one close to us passes, and I've lost my brother, my younger brother, and my father, so I get it. So if you just can say that right now and own it, I feel sorrow-filled, it's going to pull you forward.
Okay. I feel sorrow-filled. Yeah.
And let us.
And you'll feel that drift forward. And I'm going to release it, resolve it, delete it, erase it, disentangle it all out now into the void, pull her straight back when you're done. And now you'll feel a wave, and it's going to pull you back and drop you off in neutral once it's done.
I do feel that, yes.
Awesome. So if you say that again, you can say, I feel sorrow-filled. It should pull you straight back now.
I feel sorrow-filled. Wow.
What?
This is happening.
Right, right, Rose.
Isn't that wild? That's wild stuff.
Yes.
So, Rose, what
Wow.
happens is, you're wearing that spiritual jersey of I'm still sad about mom, which I get it. But it's really deeper than
Right.
that. It's beyond grief. It's beyond sadness. You feel like they're saying you feel like nobody really totally understands it. And it's like, hey, we've all lost or going to lose our moms at some point, but it's
Right.
deep sorrow filled. And so imagine walking around every day with a hoodie or a windbreaker on. It says, hi, I'm Rose. I'm sorrow filled, right? And
Right.
we take it off, and it gives you a chance to have breathing room. Not that we won't forget our loved ones or not remember it or feel sad at some point through the day, but it takes you out of that deep, deep sorrow, which really kind of sticks your day, where you just don't even feel like doing anything, right? And you can feel
So true.
different. It feels energetically right now. It feels different, right?
Right.
Awesome.
You're right. Wow. Okay.
Love it.
And
We're glad you called in.
Love it.
Well,
Rose.
help you any way we can. You know how to get a hold of Tony G, and I'm JimmyMacHealing.com. It's info@JimmyMacHealing.com. And if you just send me
Great.
even an email, we'll send you out all kinds of free stuff, honey. Ebooks and audios and videos and MP3s and all sorts of different things you can read, watch, and listen to.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Rose.
No
And we're so
problem.
sorry for your loss. We're so sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Have an amazing night. You're listening to Ask One Radio. This is Messages from Above with Toni G, and I have a very special guest, Jimmy Mack, on the show with me this evening. And we're going to go to, I hope I say her name right, Sheree in Cleveland. Hi, Sheree. How are you?
Hi, how is everyone doing today?
Good, thank you.
So,
Great.
Sheree, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm listening.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was going to say, Sheree, do you have a question you would like to start with?
Oh, sure. I was just wondering, if I could get probably like a general reading just about relationships, family and everything like that.
Sheree, I would love to do that. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time left in the show to do the full reading, but if you'd like, you can contact me on my website, and I'll be happy to schedule that for you later. Let's start with a specific question. If you want to start with something about family or your relationship, we can do that. And because Jimmy's here tonight, Jimmy's going to help you with some healing also. So let's work on something really important to you. What's the most important thing you'd like to work on right now?
My biggest thing right now is relationships, but I do have a specific question. My ex, I was just wondering, is he going to come back around, or what's going to happen with that situation?
Oh, okay, so I hear a yes and a no, and I feel like this is always so difficult for me to give this type of information, and I'm going to try to be as sensitive as I can with this. And I know I've been there. I have been there with a guy where I really, but they're saying if he does come back around, you should really think twice about opening your door and letting him back in again. Chances are, when enough time has passed, he's gonna come knocking on your door or send you that text, and with all the woo-woos, you know what the woo-woos are. And right, yes. And it's in your best interest and in your heart's best interest. And actually, I'm gonna say this, and and in your vagina's best interest, if you just let him go.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, well, you're right about that. I understand that, because I've been ready to let him go anyway, but...
So let's have Jimmy help you let him go. Jimmy?
Yeah, I definitely see weakness and all that. It's either positive strength or weakness, or good or bad, positive, negative. He definitely tests his weakness.
Yeah.
So, that's just what I get. But if you want to stand up, face due north, and we'll show you what it feels like.
Let us know when you're standing and you're facing north, hon.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
And so if you just think of that relationship right now, it's going to pull you backwards. It's going to feel weak. Just think of him real quick. It's going to pull you back as a negative weakness.
Okay.
And
All right. And so let's put in some positive strength so that you can be open to a new romantic relationship. And I'm just changing all that for you right now. It's going to pull you forward hard when it shifts. You'll feel a pull forward.
Okay.
Feel the difference?
I do a little bit.
Okay, that's all you need is a little bit, love. If we had, during a session, we'd have you really hydrated and we would do some more prep time work. All you need to do is feel that barely pull forward or barely pull back, and that's changing the energy or the cloak of the energy around you, okay? And what this does is you want to release the past. I mean, they're exes for a reason, right? And, open you up to something that is more enjoyable for you, more relationship for you. They're just saying it to me. They're telling me it was really one-sided. It's like you're doing all the heavy lifting. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And so we want somebody to at least meet you halfway and open the car door and be that kind of person. And I think you deserve that, wouldn't you say?
You're right.
Yeah. So we'll do that. Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you guys.
You're welcome. And I do want to tell you, I feel like there's some new, there's a new relationship coming in, and I feel like it's going to come in right around that 3-month mark. And I feel like when this comes in, now it might be 3 months because this healing that's happening, a lot of stuff is going to start to go. And I'm really going to encourage you to go to Jimmy's website and get at least 1 or 2 more little things tweaked out for you. Because if you go to his website and you get like even a 15-minute session with him, love, he can clear out some of your career stuff that's like really bogging you down too, right? And then in 3 months, in 2 to 3 months, you're going to be in a completely different space, and you're going to be ready for the guy you want instead of the guys of the past, because you know what you want. You know you want a good man, but you've lost hope that they are out there. You think, well, this is all it's ever been. This is all it's ever going to be. And I want to tell you that is so not true. So please do a little bit more work with Jimmy. Go to his site, get a little bit more tweaking done. And in 2 to 3 months, you are going to meet a man that is different than any other man that you've ever met before. Would you agree with that, Jimmy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
It's spot on, too. It's not even weeks. It's exactly 3 months. It's going to be in the first of October. And if you reach out to me, just info at jimmymachealing.com. Just send an email. We're going to send you all kinds of stuff. It's all free. And it's ebooks and audio and video to watch. And it's a lot of different information that would help you out. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
Yes, thank you so much for
All
calling.
righty. You guys are great.
Oh, thanks, love.
Thank you. So are you. And don't settle. Never settle. You're listening to Ask One Radio. This is Toni Greene with Messages from Above. And tonight we have Jimmy Mack on. And Jimmy Mack is this really incredible healer. And he was shown this really amazing healing work. And Jimmy, would you be interested in doing a little healing for everybody watching?
Sure, absolutely, yeah. And
Need a pendulum? I have one. If we don't, it's okay.
Grab that. That's fine.
Got it.
And so let's just
Okay, so
everybody, just go with whatever you get, yes or no. And I would actually do it for everybody that's watching now or listening to the sound of my voice, and also on replays, anybody that ever sees this or listens to the sound of my voice. And I want to drop in good fortune for everybody. And this is body, mind, spirit, relationships, money, all of it. So we'll drop in good fortune, and it's going to show you a yes when it comes in.
Look at that. It's rocking that yes so hard.
There you go. And that's what a yes looks like. And so we're just going to increase that too.
Yep.
There you go. And you can feel that. And that's just us asking Spirit. At the end of the day, folks, it's turbocharged, supercharged prayer is really what it is. And so I just happen to be fortunate enough to have that conduit to actually have the pipeline open. So there you go. And that's going to help everyone. I like good fortune. It's people ask us both every day, money, money, money. And I'm like, nah, go with good fortune. You don't want just money. You want a little bit of everything. I know what you want.
Absolutely. And I wanna quickly say, let's take a moment here. We have a couple minutes left now. Jimmy was kind enough to send me this brand new MP3 he did, and this MP3 is on, listen up everybody, abuse. Now, everybody, when you hear abuse, the first thing you think is the woman or the man being abused physically. But Jimmy, this is for people who are abusing drugs, alcohol abuse, for prescription abuse, as well as emotional, psychological, and verbal. So would you like to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's we worked on it for over a year, and it's about 30 minutes long, and people definitely want to pick that one up. It clears things out, but there's all kinds of abuse. I mean, there's workplace abuse. If you're going to college and you're going to advanced degrees, there's all kinds of abuse from your professors, like it or not. There's PTSD and the soldiers coming home. I mean, that's just the whole game in itself. That's a mess. So abuse is out there everywhere, and it's more about that stuck energy, and we really want to free that up. So this has got over 100 clearings in it, and it's an audio MP3 you can play on, a smartphone or a tablet or, any computer, laptop, or whatever, and it's amazing. And so I encourage people to get it, pick it up, share it with your friends and relatives and whoever is really going through a rough time. Anybody going through legal issues, divorce, child custody, right? It's like just pulls your heart out, right? And so that's all abuse too. Yeah. So this is all about cleaning it up.
And, I was listening to the MP3, and the first time I listened to it, like tears came out of my eyes. And we all like to remember what other people have done to us because it's so easy and it sticks there. But with everything that was said, I also remembered some things that I had said or maybe did that weren't so kind and loving in the direction of other people. And just these things were popping up. And I have this theory, when things pop up in your mind, that's because they're saying goodbye, let them go. Yeah. So I knew a lot was clearing just from this MP3. And the beautiful thing is you recommend just lay down and listen to this 30-minute clearing for any and all types of abuse.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. It really does. And you're right about that. And it's just, laying down, you can do it even for someone else. So if you have a relative who's going through a horrible time and they're not even into woo-woo land, you could listen to it as an ancestry piece for them and really do it as a proctor, if you will, for them and create a clearing for them, just like we've done for the callers tonight that actually feel it.
Absolutely.
Difference. And at the end of the day, it's all prayer.
Yeah. When I listened to it, I kind of pulled in my siblings and my family, some of my family members that I knew have gone through a really difficult and abusive time in their life. So Jimmy, really quick, we only have about a minute and a half left. I would love for you to tell everybody slowly tell them how to get in touch with you.
Yeah, it's easy. It's jimmymackhealing.com. It's JIMMYMACK healing.com. And the best way to get a hold of me is always email. It's info at jimmymackhealing.com. And if you send us an email, we'll send you out all kinds of stuff. It's all free. You're not obligated to buy anything. But it talks all about My Liquid Pitch, and we'll show you audios and videos that will actually really encourage you about life and healing.
Absolutely. And just one last thing. I have about 60 seconds left. Jimmy also works on pets. So if you love your fur babies, or my baby is furless, he's a hairless dog. So if you love them as much as I do and he does, he can also, help possibly with some of your pets and getting them where they need to be too. And so, Jimmy, thank you so much for all the amazing work that you've done to help me personally. And I'm so grateful. Thank you, Marla Martinson, for bringing us together. And
she's a sweetheart of her.
Right, yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me on the show. I love it.
Yeah, well, next month we'll do it all over again.
Sounds great.
And Jimmy also has his own show. So on July 18th, I'll be on his show. But go ahead over there and listen to a couple episodes of his show also. Thank you so much. Next week, Wednesday, I'll be back again with your messages from above. Night-night.